Hey guys, I'm Uncle Lee with Bow Gear RC Videos. And today's video, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to actually talk about my rig a little bit, review what I think of it so far, and show you what all I've done to it. But first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for viewing and subscribing. The channel's about a month old so far, and we've got probably 1800 minutes of view time to my channel. So hey, I appreciate it, guys. Thumbs up. And let's get right into this thing. I thought long and hard about which rig to buy before I actually bought one. This is my first RC hobby grade, and pretty much this truck leaves me with the impression that I made a good choice in choosing axial as the foundation to build upon. Right out of the box, this thing is sick. It just amazes me where it will go and what it will do. Even without the work that I've done to it, this thing is pretty mean. If I have any negatives to say about it, when I took it out of the box, one headlight and one turn signal light didn't work. I haven't looked into that yet. I'll get to that when I start doing some cosmetics and body work on it. And the point that everybody brings up is how the body fits into the rock slider here. And that was one of the first things that I was going to upgrade. I didn't see the Nitto tires as being something that really needed upgraded right off the bat. But I was looking at the old interwebs on Pitbull's website, and I found it was the last day of a 50% off sale. So 50% off of Pitbull tires buys beadlock wheels. So it was an economic choice, and all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. We got the 1.9 Pitbull growlers, alien compound, of course. We got the Alientac beadlock wheels. I was going to go with a color scheme wheel, but I bought the tires before I figured out what I'm going to do cosmetically here. To make this truck kind of my own. As you can see, I haven't done door handles or the hood latches or anything at this point, but that's coming. So far as the Pitbull tires, I love them. These things are bad. The Alientac beadlocks, these are model 30 Alientac beadlocks. This set weighs just over a pound. So it's a quarter pound at each corner. That's probably a good thing. Moving on from there, I did some little free upgrades. Well, not free, but this one here, you can see I painted up the diff cover a little bit. I can't take credit for this one. This one came from a channel I watch called ACRC Crawlers. There's a plug for you. Anyway, ACRC Crawlers. Thought it looked good on his rig. He does some cosmetic type upgrades on his channel, and I liked that. I thought it looked good, so I did it to mine. So y'all go check him out. Also, I did carbon fiber decals. Since I'm running the Pitbull tires, I didn't want it to say Nitto up here anymore, and I covered up on the windshield where it said Nitto. And I stopped at Hobby Lobby, and they had some little carbon fiber sticker paper stuff. I cut it out to fit the hood, and I also did these because I think the darker area here helps to kind of hide up the body pins. But with that being said, Now you know I did that on purpose, guys. Let's look underneath. Since the Pitbull tires were a little bit taller, well, quite a bit taller actually than the Nittos, I ran into clearance issues, which brought us back to this, which, you know, still isn't done. But I decided I would kill two birds with one stone and raise this thing up and replace the stock shocks. Stock shocks are prone to leakage. I didn't have any leakage. I didn't have any problems with the shocks whatsoever. But I thought we would go ahead and take care of that anyway. And this also raises us up. These are the Proline Power Stroke dual stage. I got a small spring up here and a bigger spring down here. They come with two different sets of ends. I don't know if we can see in here. There we go. They come in, the ends are interchangeable, 90 and 95 millimeter. So I used the 95 millimeter ends to give me the clearance. And in the front, I used the heavier spring, longer, heavier spring. They come with two different sets of springs. And in the rear, I used the lighter spring. Front shocks I filled with 30 weight. Rear shocks I filled with 20 weight. These things come, this truck comes heavier springs in the front, lighter springs in the back, and I like the way it handled stock, so I kept it pretty much in that same configuration. However, this setup is looser than the stock setup. And from the testing I've done so far, I'm liking it. I might make adjustments later on, but right now I seem to like it pretty good. So, and you can see I've got these adjusted all the way loose, front and rear. That way, as I add more weight, I can, you know, adjust that more. Moving on from there, I wanted to take care of the plastic gear in the servo. So what I did was the Savox servo. It's all metal gear, waterproof. This is model SW-0231. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, but anyway, and also the Vanquish 24 millimeter 25 tooth steering horn. This is a small upgrade from the stock steering servo, but we've eliminated the plastic gear, as I've said, and we've upped the torque from, I think, 167 inch ounces to 220 inch ounces. Plug and play, basically. I didn't have to add a BEC to install this. Now, if you notice here, we do have some spacers underneath, and the reason being is something that seems to be a common issue, is when you add the longer steering horn. Let's see if we can get in here so you can see this. And when we add the longer steering horn, we have issues with it running into the pitman arm bracket. So we raise it up to get it up above there. I don't know if we can see this. I don't have the best lighting here. But anyhow, when we do raise it up, everything clears. Works nicely. It's a really close fit on the top side of the steering horn with the frame, but it clears. Another thing, I don't know if we can see, I did add some spacers between the steering horn and the steering arm just to drop the angle back down. I think there are some curved ends that we can use to do the same thing, and I'll look into that in the future. But so far it seems to be working pretty good the way it is. And so far as future plans, and so far as my future plans, I'm thinking durability and cosmetics are what's coming up next. And we're going to continue doing the Tour of the United States series with it. And hope y'all tune in, subscribe, like. And till next time, this is old Uncle Lee saying I'll see ya.